Yo, what up, is Don?
Sam and Lee here.
We are the Soul Brothers. Namaste. We're gonna dissect a shoe, or we're not going to, but we're gonna look at a dissected shoe. Dissected. There's a dope shoe, a dope site called Fast Pass. Some Chinese site. They get these shoes.
The Chinese.
They do autopsies on them and make sure you're not getting fucked by the shoemakers, which they will do occasionally.
It's dope. I like.
Very nice.
I like it as a mode.
So this is the new Rev Zoom 2017.
Yeah.
Which they're not calling it Hyper Rev anymore.
Weird.
Interesting.
I like how it's not hyper anymore. You know?
Yeah, I'm not mad.
I like.
Yeah.
But anyways, okay, so
we're looking at where should we start?
Okay, so
we're looking at a cross section.
Yeah, so they did a cross section cut, and then they did a horizontal cut.
Yeah.
So, kung.
Yeah. Well, they use a samurai sword.
But they're Chinese, you racist motherfucker.
No, it has nothing to do with race. They just use a samurai sword.
All right, bro.
You're the one who's racist.
Well, how am I racist against? Okay, whatever. All right, so looking at this picture, as you guys
they put
can
drywall
see,
as the main. They use drywall for the midsole. You see that?
And it does.
It looks like drywall.
It does look like drywall, but
Damn.
yeah, it's just Phylon. And then, as you guys can see, the zoom unit.
Damn, that zoom unit is despicable.
Yeah, so that zoom unit is hella bottom loaded, as you guys can see. And yeah, I'm almost done with the review, but this video is gonna come out before the review because it's interesting. But yeah, I can't feel it. But anyways, yeah, it's hella bottom loaded, and then there is a shank plate or whatever the fuck, arch support. It's for arch support. What does this do? Because I'm not sure. I have a normal arch, so I'm not sure what you guys mean when you guys have flat foots and stuff like that.
I have a flat foot.
Exactly. So you guys are saying you guys need like, something's wrong with the arch,
I don't need shit.
And you guys need. So I'm like confused.
I play flat-footed.
I'm not really. I don't really know about that stuff, so I'm sorry. But if you guys can inform us nicely in the comment section.
No. You. If you have a flat foot, you want something to kind of
raise it up.
Raise your arch just a touch. So I actually just ordered this. One of the best insole companies is Superfeet, and they have different colors for your different arch. So I just ordered the black ones, which are for a low arch. So I'll do a review on those, and we'll get into insoles and stuff too. But a lot of people get orthotics, custom-made orthotics, which are very expensive. So, but that is not going to offer you any. It's bringing the Phylon up a touch. Oh, okay, I see.
Exactly.
I see.
You know.
Yeah, that'll give you a little bit of support in your arch.
Yes. But anyways, and then here is a picture of the horizontal cut. As you guys can see, the materials, and then the Ortholite. I believe it's an Ortholite insole. All right, and inside the materials, they actually dual layer it. So a lot of shoes actually do this. It looks like it's a nylon material.
Yeah, like a neoprene type of vibe.
Exactly, underneath the mesh, as you guys can see from this picture. So there's that. Makes it more durable, but I don't know why. So I guess it doesn't even matter what material they use on top because they're gonna use, I don't know. Anyways, see, as you guys can see right here. So the tongue is attached to that neoprene.
Yeah.
And then the outer layer is that mesh or woven material that they say.
And that's where you put the laces through. It had eyelets on it.
Yep. And then you can see the ankle foam collar.
Yeah.
So there's that, which is interesting. Okay. Yeah. And then there on the laces underneath the mesh material, as you guys can see from this picture, there's a lot of fuse to reinforce the material because like you don't want the eyelets to rip from the pressure of the laces. So there's that. Yeah, and then in the back there are some heavy Achilles. It's not an Achilles pillow, but it's like
some padding for your heel.
Yeah, for the Achilles tendon. Yeah. So there's that, and then as you guys can see the what are the fuck this is?
This is how they separate the midsole from the insole.
But
you need
what is this called?
I don't know.
Okay.
That's high level shoe shit for me. They just need to separate it with a few durable, really, really strong layers.
But why is it so hard? I don't understand.
Yeah.
A lot of times you can't feel the fucking cushion, you know. But there's that, and then you guys can see the zoom unit right here from the top. It's not a cross section. It's the horizontal cut. You guys can see the zoom unit right there. And there's a lot of holes in the pylon, huh?
Yeah. Maybe they did that to give it a little more squeeze, allow it to expand a little more within itself.
Interesting. Oh, that's cool. They took out the rubber from the midsole.
The outsole, yeah.
The outsole from the midsole, and you guys can see the arch support thing.
Imagine the glue these companies are using.
That's a lot
Just
of glue.
Crazy.
It's a lot of money.
Strong glue. A lot
For the
of money.
glue company, you know. And then you can see the zoom unit. It looks to be a pretty. Okay, so it says right here, 51.42 millimeters.
Yeah.
It's
5,142 millimeters.
Yes.
It looks to be.
No, 51.42.
Oh, it's a point.
Yeah. So it's 51.42 millimeters.
51 millimeters to inches. What is that? How many inches is that?
51 millimeters equals
2 inches.
2.008 inches.
So it's basically it's a 2-inch zoom unit.
Right.
You know, and
for those people in America, we use an inferior measuring system.
yes. And then length. So that's widthwise. Lengthwise is 79.84. So 80 millimeters. So that'll be around
3 inches.
like 3 inches.
Yeah.
3.5 inches. And
It's 8 millimeters thick.
no, that's not it.
Yeah.
Thick?
Yeah. It's 8.12 millimeters thick.
No, that. Oh, okay,
Yeah.
yeah, okay. I'm stupid. Is that a big zoom unit? That's a pretty thick zoom unit.
That's
so
pretty thick.
but too bad it's bottom loaded.
Mm-hmm.
You know. But there's that, and then the arch support is 84.56 millimeters.
Long.
Long.
Yeah.
Is it long? Yes,
Yeah.
long.
Yeah, see, and it's only 32 millimeters wide.
Yes.
And it's probably offset just to be on the medial side of your foot, right where the arch is.
Yes.
So
There's that one. And then the TPU arch support plate is 2.52 millimeters. Who cares?
yeah.
But it offsets it by very little, just 2.52
Yeah.
millimeters.
And the whole from the outsole to the midsole, you're talking. Go down a little bit.
Wait, which one?
Right there, 18 millimeters.
Yeah, so the midsole, the phylon in the forefoot is only 18 millimeters thick, and then
Right.
going on the offset to the heel is 23.8 millimeters.
Right.
So it has a 5 millimeter
Heel to toe drop.
Exactly.
Right.
And then as you guys can see, so that's really interesting. That's really cool to
That's
see.
dope.
It's
Look at
kind
that
of
picture right there. See how it's stacked all together, up a little bit.
yeah.
Right there. That's interesting. That's a very cool picture to me.
Yeah, this is a dope site if you guys
Yeah.
want to check it out. And comparing it to the 2016s, the 2016s had a zoom unit in the heel,
Right.
but it had that heel slippage problem.
And the
which
forefoot.
yeah, and the forefoot, but
Yeah.
it had that heel slippage problem, which made me hate it.
Yeah.
But the 2017s are okay. This is really cool
I think
to
they
see.
look better.
Yeah, they look way
For
better
sure.
though. So yeah, that was really interesting to see, and maybe I'll implement some of this shit in this info also in the performance review and stuff. But yeah, I thought it was really interesting. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Seeing what's inside. Shout out to this site and go visit them if you guys want to see them.
Fastpass.ch for China.
CN.
Oh, CN?
Yeah. We have
Okay,
bad
for
eyes.
China. Yeah.
But anyways, that's it. Thank you guys for watching. We'll see you guys next one.
Later.
Peace.